Welcome back to the Wheelbrick. Today I'll be checking out the LEGO Creator Record Player with Flowers. This is set 31172. It has 366 pieces in it. It's rated 8 plus and it retails for $29.99 in the United States. And you can see here it's a 3-in-1. So we have the main model and then we have the other two smaller models. And like it notes down here, you cannot build these models simultaneously all together. They have to be one at a time. Flipping the box over, you can see a bigger view of all three models here. We have an old microphone, we got another style radio, and then we have a record player. So let's get into it. So inside the box here, we have 3 numbered bags plus the instruction manuals for each of the models. We have the main model and then we have the 2 side models. So let's get into building this. So here is the completed model on this microphone, and there's not much here to play around with. It's more of just a display piece. This part doesn't even move back and forth. This is the only spinning part, so I guess you could put it on there and you can move it around and it's more of just a display piece, and then you have some flowers to go along with it, and that's pretty much all there is for this model. So here is the completed model on the second model here. There's a couple of things here. You can actually turn the knobs, and then you can kind of slide this part down here, and then you can turn these knobs turn this up and down, and then you can have the antenna up, or you can actually put the antenna down like so on the back, and then you have the flowers up top because that is a theme of this set. But otherwise, it's just a display piece. So here's the completed model on this record player. I'll show all the features here in a second. I do have my record player here from Christmas time. This was a gift with purchase, so I'll be comparing this to this. So starting out with the features of this, you have a little knob back here, and when you turn it, the record actually turns. But on these record players and able to play the track, you have to move this thing over and it'll scratch it there. And then when you move it, there we go, it'll still move. This is kind of like, I'm not an expert on these, but I'm assuming this is how you turn the volume on. Here's a little switch here, and then we have another little switch here that kind of goes up and down. But if you flip it up, it's kind of a little bit of pain to get it back down. You'll kind of break the feed off if you're not careful. but it's also got some grills here, and then of course the flowers, and these flowers can be taken off if you so choose. If you don't want them on, you can pull them off right in here, but I'm gonna leave them on because it kind of just adds to the set. It's not just a regular old boring record player. And then when you're done, you can put the little stick here back on its deal, pull this record off, and this is probably a different tune. Maybe it's something about being green. Put that back on there. It takes a little bit to get it lined up. Put this back on, you're back to listening to your record. So this is a record player from Christmas time. It was a gift from Purchase. This one has a lid that you open up, and then of course you still put this thing here that scratches it. There's not really a good way. Like this one has that knob at the back and you can turn it. This one, you either can turn it like this, or there's a gear back here that's not really meant to do it, but it kind of works. You got a little slider here between the controls, lights, channels, whatever. A little volume knob right in here. It's not as like, you can't really grab it like you can this and turn it. This one just feels more natural. This one, you just have to kind of play around with it. You got a little on-off switch over here that can go back and forth, but it's kind of loose. So if you were to put it up like this, which you wouldn't really want to do in the first place when you're playing a record. This record does not come off. It's not designed to come off. Unlike this one where you can take it off and put a different one on if you so choose. And what I do like about this is that really what you could do is if you didn't like the orange, you could put like blue, purple, red, or any color in the center, and it would, as long as you have those pieces, which these pieces are made in other colors, you can kind of customize it along with the flowers. This one you can't really customize. It's just sitting there, and it is open on the sides. I kind of wish they would close this one on the sides, and then on the back you kind of have somewhere you can plug it in. They did the same thing on this one where you have a way to plug it in and then some turn knobs there, but otherwise out of these two, I personally like the look of this one better because it's just more colorful than this one. This one's kind of dull and gray, and it's got black, and it's got this little bit of color here, but this one looks a lot better. And if you put it on a shelf, it stands out a lot more than this one, even though this one's a little bit bigger, but at the same time, it does not stand out like this one does. So what are my finishing thoughts on this? I think this is a great thing for the money, for the amount of play features and customization features you get for this, like taking the flowers off. You can switch the records. You can build more records for it if you so choose to. You can actually spin the record player with the little knob on the back. You can take the little scratcher thing off. I don't know if that's really what they call it. You can do the on-off switch and then the volume knob like I've showed before. And before I get the comments on this, no, this does not actually play sound. I wouldn't expect that for $30. Just for the heck of it, I am going to play some copyright-free music while turning the knob just to make it look cool. So here we go. Yeah, it actually does not do that, but I just thought it would be cool to play some music off of my laptop and make it look like it was actually playing music. Like this would be the speaker grill if it actually did work, but I think that's kind of cool if you had music playing in the background and you're kind of playing around with this. It could trick people. So let me know what you think. Put them down in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to The Wheel Brick. Follow The Wheel Brick on Instagram, and I will see you next video.